Brought to you by Skillshare. Click the link in the description for a 2-month free trial. There was this notepad. A simple pad with a track list written on the front. A photo of it came from Kanye's Twitter account. Many could almost hear the album already, but little did anyone know that this piece of paper would document the evolution of the album. As collaborators and friends stepped in and out of the studio, each would sign their name on the piece of paper. Naturally, the page became very full, and this was all the more exciting for fans. The album's earlier names, Swish and Waves respectively, were written on the top of the pad. The notepad also showed that Kanye was breaking the album up into acts. Songs inevitably were switched between the acts, but there was a sense that Kanye was creating a narrative. Thinking about it, the Life of Pablo is not an exploration of duality, but of the many facets of Kanye. Every musical version of him is inserted into the album. When the new year of 2016 rang in before the album, Kanye dropped a one-off song on SoundCloud titled Facts. It was an unconventional diss towards Nike for overlooking his Yeezy brand, which Kanye ensures has jumped over Jumpman. The beat was redone by Charlie Heath, turning the song into an explosive anthem for Ye. The Virgin Mary of all people holds an interesting spot in the creation of the album. References to her and the symbol for the Mother of Christ was displayed after Kanye performed his song All Day at the Brit Awards. The bombastic performance showed that Yeezy season was in full effect. With that came the announcement of an album titled So Help Me God. While the title would change, there was clearly still a spiritual sentiment in the Life of Pablo. In the song Wolves, as Kanye sings about protecting his family, with Vic Mensa and Sia supporting him, he mentions the Virgin Mary. He wonders if back in time, Mary was in her own version of the club, a flawed human being meeting her soon-to-be husband Joseph. Jesus, the Lamb of God, is born to them. Okay, that might sound like too much. I only give that illustration to show that Kanye finds inspiration in that story. Even saying that he would cover his son Saint in lamb's wool and protect him from the wolves. The album was full of samples, beat switches, experimental arrangements, and minimalist approaches. The album has a constant ebb and flow from up-tempo to contemplative, from the old Kanye to the future Kanye, who is 5 steps ahead. There has been criticism that the album is too self-indulgent, or that it is messy and unfocused. In a lot of ways, that does ring true.
But being perfect don't always change shit, bro. Being perfect don't always change shit, bro.
The Life of Pablo is a producer's album, as Kanye steps out of the way so many times to focus on the sonics. No More Parties in LA saw Kanye going bar for bar with Kendrick Lamar. West's ability to hold his own with the Compton superstar excited fans who were eager to hear him rap like this again. West Coast producer Madlib sent many beats over to Kanye, and No More Parties in LA is the only track that they used.
That was my beat, really. They just got on it before I did. And
Is that really true?
Yeah, I had to show them how to do it.
I mean, Kendrick were rapping over a bunch of stuff, but they didn't really put the stuff out. That's the only one they put out. It was, yeah. We went to the studio with him and trying to make me bring drum machines in and stuff. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I was bringing the beats. It was crazy hanging out with Kanye. It was weird. It was cool. I was just sitting next to all them sisters, Kardashians.
Kanye the guy, man. Kanye the guy, man. We love Kanye, man.
When I've been blessed to be in a position to be able to serve and to bring amazing music, to be able to serve through my artistry. I fought for it. I fought to be able to create, but that's what I'm here to do. Like I fought to grab that microphone and rap, and I delivered what I never took that opportunity for granted. I never take this position for granted. You know, I only know how to give 1,000%.
In Wolves, the howling sounds are done by Sinjin Hawk. Besides his credit, it's apparent in the first track of his album titled
First Opus.
The Weeknd lends his voice to Kanye's FML. Abel sings a hook about others hoping to see his life ruined. Kanye sees that his life can be ruined due to unfaithfulness, and prays to God that he gives up other women in exchange for a healthy marriage, before he loses half of what he owns. There is mention of the ups and downs of his mental health, as he paints a picture of seeing nothing crazier than Kanye off of his Lexapro. While not officially diagnosed at the time, Kanye speaks on the type of mood swings that could accompany those with bipolar. St. Pablo is an interesting track for many reasons. First of all, it was added as the final song after the release. This made the track list add up to 20. Sampling Jay-Z's Where I'm From, St. Pablo is about Kanye taking inventory of what's going on in his hectic life. It is in this song that Kanye expresses his desire to be financially free. Making note of his multi-million-dollar debt, Ye notes that many people around him are looking for help. It was a contemplative song of frustration. Moving past money, Ye gives thanks to God for carrying him through the tribulations of his life. Sampha comes in with a hook about finding God among the nightlife and noise. Kanye is sincerely reaching out to God in St. Pablo. It cements itself as an essential Kanye track when he says the words said on the first song of The College Dropout. While criticized and sometimes mocked, the stylized text on the album cover has caught on. The redundancy of it seemed lazy at the time. But then there was a website dedicated to creating your own album cover by typing in whatever you wanted. When you did, what you typed became the album's text, in the style of the Life of Pablo. Its unique look attracted not only the eyes of the fans, but their participation as well. Wolves and Fade were premiered at Kanye's Yeezy Season 1 and 2 respectively. Kendrick Lamar, who opened for Kanye on the Yeezus tour, inspired Ye with his album To Pimp a Butterfly. The critically acclaimed album moved Kanye to thank Kendrick on Twitter for the message and vibrations. Through his constant communication with his fans, Kanye has showed how organic his process really is. Kim Kardashian had her followers vote for what they thought should be the title of the album. Kanye trusted his fellow artists. But truth be told, there was nothing more iconic for the Life of Pablo than Cudi's melody on Father Stretch My Hands. To some, it is considered one of Kanye's best songs, but he truly owes most of that to Kid Cudi. Kanye was looking to make one of the greatest albums of all time. Through the inspiration of his idols, Michael Jackson, Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, and more, Kanye found that making an incredible album was his way to honor the greats who came before him. This is not Album of the Year. This is Album of the Life. In our next episode, we will talk about the release of the album, Kanye's SNL performance, Kanye's response to critics, as well as an analysis of the infamous St. Pablo tour. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
End of part 2.
Thank you for watching. I'd like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives, where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Skillshare offers classes designed for real life, so you can move your creative journey forward without putting life on hold. You can learn and grow with short classes that fit your busy routine. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit any schedule. Some of Skillshare's exciting classes include Learn How to Mix Music by Young Guru and Learn How to Master Songs Like a Pro, also by Young Guru. A class by Thomas Frank titled Real Productivity, How to Build Habits That Last has been enlightening for me. It's really teaching me how to streamline my workflow. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription with Skillshare is less than $10 a month. Click the link in the description to get 2 free months of Skillshare's premium membership and explore your creativity.